I was really having a bad day. I was fighting with my girlfriend. I was complaining about how she does this and blah, 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 and, going into the poor me, victim-y, self-pity mode for whatever reason. And I call my sponsor and I'm nagging about her. And he says, Joe, do a gratitude list. And I said, okay. He goes, not 10 things. Don't write down 10 things you're grateful for. Write down 100. I go, 100? That's a little excessive, don't you think? He says, that's what it's going to take. The doctor prescribes 100 things that you're grateful for. And it's like, and so at first I'm just, okay, fine. I'm coachable. I don't have all the answers. I might not always think my sponsor has all the answers either, but I put it in his hands to help guide me. And he says, write a gratitude list of 100 things. And during the first 20 things that I was writing down, I was just like, okay, fine, my eyesight, and I'm taking it for granted as I'm writing it down, like being sarcastic. But it's such a beautiful thing. I mean, can you imagine if we didn't have eyesight? We'd be missing out on so much. But really taking those 100 things and remembering what they're about. And by the time I got to like number 20 or 30, my mind, my resentment, my frustration started to ease, and I started getting into the project and started writing down, my mom and dad, clean water to drink, the clouds that I get to look at, our bed, living on the lake and being able to see the sunrise every morning, my son's laughter, his curiosity, his joy, his excitement. And as I'm going through number 30 and 40, I'm not just doing the project to do the project. I'm actually doing it because I'm starting to experience joy in the things that I'm listening to, or that I'm telling myself by writing them down on paper. And I think by the time I got to 70 or 80, I was writing about, Brittany's generosity, her care for my parents, and all the things that I really, really admired about Brittany. And by the time I got to 100, man, I felt like I was in love with her all over again. And so gratitude really goes such a long, long way. And when I'm bitter about not feeling like she treats me right, or this isn't just with my girlfriend, it's anything in life, when I'm bitter about certain situations that I don't like, that I'm not happy with, that I'm restless, irritable, discontent about, if I write a 100-part gratitude list, not 10 or 20, because 10 or 20 just starts to get me into the willingness stage. 40 or 50 starts to get my thoughts to shift, which then my emotions follow. It starts to make me feel a little better. But by the time I get to 100, boy, man, I have a 180-degree turnaround. And so that gratitude list really goes a long way. And so I try to start every morning with a 10-part gratitude list, but if I'm in a negative space, sometimes I need to do 50 or 100, and 100 seems to always work for me. Hopefully I don't necessarily have to double the dose and go to 200 someday, but I will say that it really, really helps a lot. Anyways, I'm talking a lot more rather than taking this beautiful sunrise in it. Gosh, that is beautiful. Thank you to God for allowing me to see this breathtaking sunrise this morning. And thank you for being with me as I ramble. Let's just take the next couple minutes and just listen to the ocean and admire this beauty and think of so many things that we're so grateful for that we get to experience in this life. Thanks to God.